What is up, everybody? Kyle here with No Tie Required. All right, today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite projects in all of cryptocurrency. I believe it to be one of the best buys right now. Again, not professional financial advice, but I do believe it to be one of the best buys on the board right now on a significant dip compared to where we've seen it previously. I think the price point is right. I think the time is now because I do think it's getting ready to moon at some point in the near future, okay? And I think it's set up for a great bull run. So before we go through it and before we start talking about that project, we have talked about it on here before. I thought it only fair and only proper to talk about it again because it is at such a great price point, especially compared to where we've talked about it before. But you know what? Before we jump into that, guys, smash up that like button. If you like cryptocurrency, you're going to love what we continue to do with this channel. So make sure to smash that like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those notifications so that you get notified every single time that we drop a video. Also, today is the last day to enter for the gift card giveaway. We recently went over 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to have a chance to win that, make sure that you leave a comment in the description down below. Just leave us a comment. What is your favorite cryptocurrency project going right now? All right, so that being said, let's talk about it. So let's just kind of look through the market real quick here. I mean, you can see it's been a bloodbath today. I mean, guys, we're in a sea of red. Bitcoin down 10% on the week. Ethereum not far behind it. You know, we're going to bounce back. We're going to get there. It is what it is. You know, hey, if you can't handle the 10% losses, the 20% losses, you don't deserve those 200% gains. You know, it's as simple as that. You know, guys, you got to stay strong. You can't have weak hands. You got to have diamond hands. Okay, you got to be willing to take a little bit of pain every once in a while because you know what, the payoff is potentially huge for it, and it's not all bad. You know what? Look at our one of our favorite projects right there, Theta, absolutely back pumping again. I mean, up almost 60% for the week, almost 20% today. Great run that they're having right there. I love that project, and I expect great things from that project. You know, Chainlink almost made this video right here, but we're gonna dig even a little bit deeper than that. Like I said, a lot of stuff on sale right now, guys. A lot of stuff on sale. Aave was another one that almost got my pick for this one right here, but no, we're gonna be going a little bit deeper. It may even be outside the top 50 at this point. It is. It's where is it? There it is. Okay, I was gonna say I thought I saw it right there. Synthetics, we may have a video coming out about that. However, for purposes of this video, we are talking the graph. Okay, take a look at it right now. Almost 20% down for the week. Okay, great price point that it's sitting at right there. At least I think so. Again, not professional financial advice, but I think it is. Let's take a look at it. All right, yeah. I mean, look at it. At the $1.36 right now. Okay, it's fairly even for the day today, but overall 20% down for the week almost. And I mean, just take a look at, you know, what's been going on with the graph. We know that it's been as high as basically $2.50, so literally almost twice the price that it is right now. Okay, so it's literally almost half of its previous all-time high. At bare minimum, we can expect that it should get back up to that, I think, in the very near future, but it should at least get back up to that. But look at this. I mean, it's on a downward trend. Not a whole lot of good news about it right now in terms of, you know, looking at the price point and everything like that. But we've seen before when this thing pumps, I mean, it can really pump. And it was not that long ago, literally just over a month ago, that this thing absolutely pumped and went on February 8th being 95 cents all the way up to $2.40 or 50 cents in a span of just a few days. Okay, just 3 or 4 days. So absolutely, this thing has the potential to really turn it around and get cranking anytime. But in terms of the overall price point, we're going to give a price prediction at the very end for it. Okay, so definitely stick around for that. In the interim, yes, I think it's absolutely possible that this thing gets back to its previous all-time high very, very quickly. And I want to show you why. Let's dive into their project a little bit. For anybody that's brand new, we have made a video or two about the graph, so definitely check out those other ones. However, and we'll link them in the description below for you. But however, I want to dive into it, just give you a real quick rundown of what the graph is, why I'm so bullish on it, and why I think you should be too. All right, so we've got the website for the graph pulled up right here, guys. As you can see, APIs for a vibrant, decentralized future, okay? So as you can see, the graph is an indexing protocol for querying networks like Ethereum and IPFS. Anyone can build and publish open APIs called subgraphs, making data easily accessible, okay? And that's the biggest key right here. I like to look at the graph as the Google of blockchain. Okay, I've said that on the last video or two that we've made about the graph. Again, definitely check those out if you haven't seen them already. But I love this project, absolutely love it. I think the use case for this is off the charts. And again, you know what? I think it is the Google of the blockchain. So what is the graph? You know, to kind of put that in layman's terms and make that a little bit simpler for everybody. You know, guys, basically, the problem is Ethereum has a ton of data available to developers that are trying to develop the smart contracts on that. However, going through all that data is honestly typically pretty difficult and can be really, really time consuming. Okay, it's very difficult to develop and create any type of complex dApps. dApps are decentralized applications. Okay, to solve this, they built a data indexing protocol, the graph, basically. So this is something that is meant to make it simpler for developers to get complex and simple data on the Ethereum blockchain that their decentralized applications, dApps, need. Okay, so it's meant to unbottleneck the bottleneck when it comes to creating these decentralized applications. Okay, so as you can go through here, I mean, you can see all the stuff that their website has to offer. We're not going to dive into every single thing because there's a lot to take in here and there's a lot to unpack for it. But just know, I think personally, phenomenal use case, extremely useful, very needed. Okay, absolutely very needed. And I think that these guys are way out in front in this space. I don't think that they even have any competitors that are even close to what they're doing in this space. I'm super bullish on this project. The other thing I love about it is it doesn't get a lot of love like it should. At least I feel that it should, because it's not a top 20. Okay, it seems like top 20s are always the ones that are going to get the most love. This one doesn't get a ton of love. Okay, sitting, you know, top 50, actually just outside the top 50 at this point. Very similar to another project that we're going to be covering again very, very soon, Synthetics, another one I'm super bullish on and I love. Neither one of them get a lot of love. Neither one of them, you know, get talked about, at least I don't think, nearly as enough as they should be. So just know I love the graph. It's basically, again, to make the bottleneck that occurs when you're trying to create more complex dApps. It's meant to unbottleneck that, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's even a word, unbottleneck. I don't know, but it's meant to make life simpler for those developers when they're doing that, and the transfer of information much more accessible and easily handled. Okay, so again, I think Google, the example we used in the last video that we did about this was, you know, prior to Google, there was Ask Jeeves. You guys remember that? Like, do you remember Ask Jeeves? He might not be old enough for it. I certainly am. And you know, quite frankly, it was kind of a pain. I don't even know if Ask Jeeves is even around anymore. But it was kind of a pain to use that. Then comes along Google and changes the game when it comes to searching for data, searching for anything that you want to look for. Having it all in one place made it super, super simple. And, you know, this is kind of, to me, kind of like the Google of the blockchain for it, basically. So let's jump out here real quick and let's just do a real quick price prediction. So right now, sitting at $1.36, you know, again, little under half of its previous all-time high. So I think it minimum at least gets back to there, but I think it's going way higher than that. Again, not professional financial advice, but I'm going to stick right with, I had said on the previous video, $10. I'm actually a little bit more bullish on it now. I think that they are going to have a big come up for it, so I'm actually going to amend that and change that a little bit. We're going to raise that up to $12. I think that the graph will get to. Could be even higher than that. We're going to go with $12 right now. I think it's a safe bet personally. Hey, if it changes, we'll change it up as well. But I think right now, to me, that seems like a safe bet. And I think it's a great project. Phenomenal use case. I think it's something everybody should have at least a little bit of. All right. So guys, with that being said, that's all I got today. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you in the next one.